Hey there, beer tubers. Welcome back to another holiday episode of Maxwell Starr's Beer Reviews. Tonight we're going to take a look at something extra special I just picked up. Going to take a look at something from Picaroons. Lately, the last couple days, Picaroons has been doing a special 12 beers at Christmas. They've released several different seasonals, and really they've been doing a thing where they've been putting out beers that are basically just their standard brews, but with a little bit of flavoring added. This one here is, with no exception, this one is called the Yule Tide 1 On from Picaroons, which is their Feels Good Pilsner made with Juniper Berries. Sounds interesting. So, without further ado, why don't I pop the top off? I don't have to do a very detailed review, I think, of this one because, well, I've already done a review of the Feels Good Pilsner. However, with Juniper Berries, it should be interesting. Kind of head off of that one. It's actually kind of neat. Like, they got such limited quantities of this stuff that they've actually been, like, pre-bottling the growlers. In fact, like, I walked in, handed them my old empty growler, and they gave me a whole fresh growler of this stuff already ready to go. It's like, yeah, can I get the Christmas special? Here. Okay, $10. Anyway. So, looking at it, doesn't look any different than their normal Pilsner. It's got 3 fingers ahead because I poured it rather aggressively. Cloudy-like, pillowy appearance. Looks like the Feels Good Pilsner, which is what it is with some flavoring. So, let's see what it smells like. There's a slightly sweet, slightly fruity, berry kind of quality coming off of the top of that one. And of course, you've also get the mild amounts of, like, herbal noble hops that they have in this one. They use actually Saaz hops in this one, like a Pilsner should. It smells nice and fruity, though. Doesn't smell half bad. It also has this kind of like a smell off the top of it, like it's clean. Which is more to do with the Pilsner rather than anything else. Maybe a slightly piney scent. And no doubt that berry pine scent is probably coming from the use of the Juniper Berries. Let's give it a taste. Ooh, really piney. Very piney. Almost tastes like I used a very piney hops or something. And it's got a nice toasted grain quality that comes out in the back. Nice caramel aftertone, and this nice, not so much a red fruit berry, but more like your blueberry or blackberry kind of taste. But it's pretty well accentuated with that amount of piney, herbal kind of hop taste. It's good. And certainly a unique twist on their existing Pilsner. But I think it's more or less the Imperial Feels Good Pilsner that makes this a great beer rather than anything else. It's got a nice, easy drinking taste, clean mouthfeel. Finishes somewhat dry. This one leaves a little bit more wetness behind. And of course, that's probably something that varies batch to batch, to be totally honest. It certainly does go down easy. And it certainly offers a unique twist, but the only thing that troubles me is that the Juniper Berries don't really strike me as like a holiday kind of beer. I would have expected, like, I don't really know what I would expect out of something like this, but it just doesn't come across to me as something as quite as festive as like yesterday's. I missed it, and I wish I hadn't. Was their Man's Best Friend, made with Java Moose coffee and candy canes. And it was called the Snowman's Best Friend. And they've had like stuff like that all week. They had a really nice coffee stout earlier, a couple others. I think the Blitzen coffee stout was what that one was called. And I'm certainly glad to have tried this, because this will probably never get made again. It does offer a nice berry sweetness to the backbone of the beer, but it's really just a interesting twist of the existing feels good Pilsner. So, I mean, I'm gonna give this a 3.5 out of 5. But really, it doesn't do anything to really differentiate itself from the existing Imperial Pilsner that they make, other than having a nice subtle amount of berry sweetness and a nice piney taste, which comes from the use of the juniper berries. But I don't see where this is really a heavily festive. Oh well, interesting to try. Probably won't be able to try it at this point, considering this is the end of that day that they released it on. So thanks for watching anyway. This has definitely been interesting, but it's good. I'm more kicking myself for missing out on some of the others they announced. But it's definitely a good beer. So anyway, thanks for watching Maxwell Starr's beer reviews. This one-off gets a 3.5 out of 5 from me. Thanks for watching, and I will talk to you later. Cheers.